In the soft, early light of dawn, when the world is still holding its breath between night and day, there is a clearing in this ancient forest where life begins anew each morning. This is the realm of Nanda and her family. Here, in what we might call the morning of the soul. The family stirs. Nanda, the mother, has awoken. Her eldest daughter, the one we call Piper, is with her, and together they settle into a sun-dappled spot on the forest floor. They bring the very little one, the newborn, only days into this world, into the gathering light, to sit, to soak up the first warmth of the sun, a ritual as old as life itself. Nanda herself reclines, her body resting directly on the earth. She lets her newborn daughter nurse, the most fundamental of bonds, and Piper, the elder sister, sits behind her mother. With a quiet, knowing tenderness, she begins to massage Nanda's back. It is a silent language of care, of support, a passing of strength from one generation to the one that bore it. But the two little ones, Nanda's other young children, are full of the restless energy of a new day. They hover near, seeking their mother's attention. One of them, the second-born daughter, wants to learn. She stumbles on unsteady legs, wanting to walk on this great solid ground. Suddenly, the second sister's curiosity extends to the newborn. She reaches out, wanting to guide, to touch, to teach her tiny sibling. But Nanda, ever vigilant, does not allow it. In one fluid, protective motion, she draws the newborn closer, enfolding her completely in the embrace of her chest. Her arm curls around the baby, a living shield. She nuzzles the infant, a soft murmur in her throat. And though she is gentle, her message is clear. She must constantly balance the curiosity of her second daughter, the comforting presence of Piper, and the absolute fragility of this new life. All of it touches the little one. All of it matters. Seeing the gathering energy, the beautiful, chaotic mess of family, Nanda decides it is time for quiet. With the newborn secure against her, she moves toward the water's edge and slips away by boat, a silent figure gliding into the green reflections. Left behind, Piper sits alone now with her own young child. Here, in the space Nanda vacated, a different lesson begins. Piper allows her child to learn to walk. A friend sits nearby, a calm observer. The little one toddles, wobbly and determined. But the walker, the mother, does not let the child venture too far alone. She sits close, her body angled, her hands ever ready. She is not hovering, but anchoring. And in her quiet presence, there is a profound thanks for the space, for the safety, for the miracle of these first steps. And then she arrives. Grandmother THEARISA. She enters the clearing with the quiet authority of years. Her eyes, deep and knowing, sweep the scene and settle on Piper's walking child. Without fanfare, she moves in. She bends her great, graceful form and scoops up the little one, pulling it into a warm, enfolding embrace. She plants a single, deep, loving kiss on its head. But Grandmother THEARISA's visit has another purpose. Her eyes have been watching Nanda from afar, and now She finds her moment. She settles herself next to Nanda, who has returned to the shore. The newborn is nursing again. THEARISA's eyes are soft, patient, but full of longing. She sees her chance a moment when Nanda's grip adjusts, when the baby's head turns. With the slow, deliberate grace of a shadow passing over grass, THEARISA leans in. She aims to steal a kiss upon the newborn's downy head. But the mother's instincts are a force of nature. Nanda does not allow the grandmother to take the child to her lap. As THEARISA's lips nearly brush the baby's skin, Nanda gently, firmly pulls her little one back into the fortress of her own body. THEARISA tries. Oh, how she tries. She lingers, her face close, her desire almost a tangible scent in the air. She murmurs low, rumbling sounds, words of love, of pleading, of ancient grandmotherly want. But in the end, the grandmother yields. She withdraws. The little one returns fully to its mother's breast, to the steady rhythm of feeding. Defeated? Not quite. THEARISA does not leave. She stays, sitting close. Her eyes never leave the baby. She looks at it, through it, as if memorizing its scent, its shape. She continues to talk to it in that low, soothing rumble, a private monologue of adoration, a balloon of love, inflated but with no place to land. And who is that, sitting so calmly nearby? It is the other mother, the one who always tries to hug her own little one close. She sits in stillness, watching this delicate negotiation. She does not intervene. She simply witnesses. She understands the sacred rule. When a little child is breastfeeding, you do not dare pull it away. You do not disturb the sacrament. Not even a grandmother's kiss is worth that rapture. Soon, Nanda moves again, seeking perhaps a space free of this persistent, loving pressure. She carries her children to a new place, a mossy knoll under a great tree. Her second child follows, and like a shadow drawn by the sun, Grandmother THEARISA comes and sits beside them once more. The newborn, full of milk and life, now squirms with a new desire. It tries to learn to walk. Its tiny hands grip its mother's fur. Its legs push against her twisted, accommodating body. Nanda becomes a living playground, a scaffold for growth. And Grandmother THEARISA? She continues her vigil. Her eyes are Chevalier's guardians, watchers. Her entire being is focused on the grandchild she cannot quite hold. Nanda, ever the teacher, now allows the child to learn the true earth. She holds its hands, her fingers a secure lattice, up and down and up, on the solid ground. Their hands are always connected. She never, ever lets go. The tiny scraping steps on dirt and leaves, Nanda's encouraging whispers, the child's happy, breathless gurgles. The little one is radiant with joy. Its walking is clumsy, absurdly beautiful, a tumbling, forward-falling kind of dance. And the second sister, seeing this pure happiness, is overcome. She throws herself down beside her brother, sleeps next to him, tries to pull him into play. Her love is immense, but it is a complex love. She loves him fiercely, yes, but she also wants to be him, to be small again, to be the one who commands their mother's endless attention, the one cradled at the breast. She does not dare ask for it now. She knows her brother is smaller, needier. So her love transforms into help. She becomes a tiny sentinel. Even when her mother doesn't let her play alone with the baby, she follows, she monitors, she helps. In her eyes, she is sharing the burden of motherhood, proving her worth, staying close to the love that must now be divided. Once more, Nanda takes her youngest to a quieter location, a sanctuary within the sanctuary. Here, she is visited. Her eldest daughter and another friend, Dakota, who is heavy with her own coming child, come to pay their respects, to see the new life. Here in this calm state, the walking lesson continues. Life and land again. And Nanda does something so essentially maternal. As her child explores, she checks it, gently, meticulously. Her fingers move through the fine hair on her baby's head and back, searching for insects, for anything that might cause discomfort. It is a timeless gesture, the mother as guardian, as groomer, as the one who ensures the world does not cling too harshly to her soft-skinned young. This is how they give their children time to learn, in a pocket of profound quiet. But Nanda's eyes are never still. They constantly scan the periphery, the branches above, the bushes nearby. Fear is a quiet undercurrent. Fear that an obstacle, a rival, a shadow might come and knock this precious stumbling progress to the ground. A little later, Piper returns. She brings her own little son to sit and play near Nanda, a reunion of mothers. Piper makes contact, not with Nanda, but directly with Nanda's child. She leans in, face to tiny face. A soft greeting, a series of gentle sniffs and clicks. "How are you?" her demeanor asks. "Are you happy? Is your mother teaching you well?" It is an aunt's inspection, a familial bond reaffirmed. But the visit is brief. Soon, Piper gathers her child and, as quietly as she came, departs by boat, slipping back into the green labyrinth of waterways. Alone again, Nanda has her child's full attention. She lets the baby touch her face, her mouth. She presents a leaf, a twig. This is not just walking. This is knowing, learning to recognize, to understand the very atmosphere around it. And the baby's heart, we can feel, is full to bursting with a simple, perfect happiness. And when play becomes exhaustion, it turns, burrows, and finds the comfort it seeks, returning to suckle at its mother's breast. The cycle completes: exploration, exhaustion, nourishment. But a mother's assessment is constant. Nanda looks around, sensing the space. Perhaps the light has shifted. Perhaps a sound she doesn't like carries on the wind. She decides the situation here is no longer optimal. In one sure, powerful motion, she gathers her baby close. Then, with effortless strength, she ascends. up into the arms of the great tree, climbing to a cradle of branches. She is seeking a safe place, a fortress in the canopy. Here, high above the forest floor, she will let her baby rest with her through the remainder of the day, guarded by height, by green silence, by a mother's unwavering love.